Welcome everybody to a look at the third Warner Brothers Archive Collection release for January, and it is 1936's Fury. So this is directed by Fritz Lang, who I've seen 13 other films from. Favourites from him being the likes of The Big Heat, Scarlet Street, Secret Behind the Door, Beyond the Door, Manhunt, Hangmen Also Die, and Cloak and Dagger. So yeah, but all of those films were actually after this film. So yeah, it's really nice to get a film in terms of owning it from before that 40s period where I've seen most of his films from. And yeah, this is a crime film clocking in at 92 minutes long. It's black and white. It stars Sylvia Sidney, who was also in the likes of Sabotage from the same year as this, and Dead End, released a year after this. Also stars Spencer Tracy, who was absolutely superb in the likes of Judgment at Nuremberg, Bad Day at Black Rock, and It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. It also stars Bruce Cabot, who was in the original King Kong from 1933, as well as Fallen Angel, The Flame of New Orleans, and even Diamonds Are Forever as one of the villains. So yeah, Joe, who owns a gas station along with his brothers and is about to marry Catherine, travels to the small town where she lives to visit her, but is wrongly mistaken for a wanted kidnapper and arrested, and it basically snowballs from there. So although this effort takes a little while to get into the swing of things, its title sure does come through like a freight train once the plot kicks into gear, as this was both highly engrossing and shocking at how easily people are manipulated into not just assuming an innocent man is guilty, but also into committing crimes themselves to get the justice they think they deserve. The cast is also excellent, with Spencer Tracy in particular showing why he would become such a legendary actor over the next 3 decades. The pacing is on point, it is well shot, the courtroom drama scenes are well executed, the tension is palpable, the score is decent, and it is shot and edited really rather well, especially when it comes to the whole Chinese whispers aspect that infects the town as, yeah, one kind of like assumption spreads into another and people pass it around, and yeah, it slowly snowballs into a yeah, really getting people riled up. So yeah, overall an excellent film, 4.5 out of 5. Easily my favourite first time pre 2024 watch of the year so far, and yeah, really glad I got it. Surprising that it is a rated a 12 from 1936. There's not many films that are rated that highly from that point, but that's because it's got mild threat, violence, and discriminatory language, which again, no surprise given the time period it's released. And in terms of extras, we've got commentary by Peter Bogdanovich with audio interview excerpts of director Fritz Lang, as well as a theatrical trailer on top of that. So yeah, I do really highly recommend this, especially if you are into your your 30s crime films. It's a little bit different in terms of being a crime film because obviously our lead actor isn't actually a criminal himself. He's just falsely accused of being one. Unlike other crime films from the period, like Scarface and Public Enemy, those are obviously led by actual criminals in those who are characters as criminals. So yeah, so to have something a bit different to that is really rather interesting. But it's also interesting in the fact that it shows that some people think that some crimes are worth committing if they think they're going to get something greater achieved, which in this case was trying to lynch Sydney Spencer Tracy's character, which obviously is a crime in of itself, which is where the courtroom drama elements come into it. So yeah, but there's also another element in there that I'm not going to get into because that will get into spoilers. But yeah, overall an excellent effort, and yeah, really glad I finally watched another excellent film from Fritz Lang, especially given it's from the 30s, which I think I've only seen one other film from him from the 30s, which is called M, which stars Peter Lorre. Um, and even though that's a good effort, no doubt about that, I find our lead character, or lead characters in this case, in form of Sylvia Sidney and Spencer Tracy, way more sympathetic. Whereas obviously M stars a criminal, I think he's a child murderer in that film, which obviously makes him unsympathetic. Whereas in this case, yeah, our leads are sympathetic, and therefore you can wholly sympathise with their situation, and yeah, really rail against the people that are forcing them into that situation in the first place. So yeah, so if you've seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.